Our story begins with a funeral. A mother has just died, and her two daughters stand at opposite sides of the room. One is crying, the other is smiling. And if you think that's strange, just wait. Because what happens next will make you question everything you thought you knew about family. The girl crying is named Emma, 28 years old, single mom, working 2 jobs just to keep the lights on. She loved her mother more than anything in the world. The girl smiling, that's Victoria, 32, married to a lawyer, lives in a house with 6 bedrooms. She hasn't spoken to their mother in 5 years, but she showed up to the funeral anyway. And that smile, that wasn't grief, that was victory. 3 days after the funeral, the family gathers for the reading of the will. Emma sits quietly, hands folded, still wearing black. She's not expecting much, maybe a few $1,000s, just something to remember her mother by. The lawyer opens the envelope and begins reading. The house, the one their mother lived in for 40 years, goes to Victoria. The savings account, $200,000, goes to Victoria. The jewelry, the car, the family heirlooms, everything. Victoria, Victoria, Victoria. Emma doesn't understand. She was the one who visited every week. She paid for medical bills when insurance wouldn't cover them. She held her mother's hand in the hospital at 3 a.m. And Victoria gets everything. The lawyer finishes reading and looks up. Emma raises her hand, voice shaking. "Is there anything for me?" The lawyer flips through the pages. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Emma's name isn't even mentioned after the meeting. Emma corners Victoria in the parking lot. "What did you do?" Victoria doesn't even pretend to be surprised. Mom made her choice. Maybe she finally realized which daughter actually mattered. "You didn't even visit her. Not once in 5 years." Victoria checks her reflection in her car window. "I hired the best estate lawyer in the state 6 months ago. Had him sit down with Mom and explain why it made more financial sense to leave everything to me. Tax reasons, smart people things. You wouldn't understand. You manipulated her. She was sick." Victoria opens her car door. "Prove it." Then she drives away, leaving Emma shaking with rage. That night, Emma can't sleep. Victoria manipulated their dying mother into changing her will, stole $200,000, a house, everything. And there's nothing Emma can do about it legally. It would cost tens of thousands just to file a contest. Money she doesn't have. And Victoria's husband is a lawyer. But Emma isn't going to roll over. If the law won't give her justice, she'll find another way. Emma starts digging into Victoria's life. Social media, public records, mutual friends. And slowly, she starts finding the cracks. Victoria's marriage isn't as perfect as it looks. Her husband, David, works 80-hour weeks. They barely see each other. Victoria's job? She's a consultant who gets paid 6 figures to attend meetings and take credit for other people's work. Her house? Mortgaged to the ceiling. Despite inheriting $200,000, Victoria has already blown through half of it on renovations and a brand new Range Rover. And then Emma finds the gold mine. Victoria is having an affair with her personal trainer, a 24-year-old named Kyle who posts shirtless gym selfies. Emma takes screenshots of everything: text messages, Instagram DMs, hotel receipts charged to Victoria's credit card. 2 weeks later, Emma creates a fake email account and sends David an anonymous message. Just one question. "Do you know where Victoria was last Tuesday at 2 p.m.? She includes a photo. Victoria and Kyle walking into a hotel together. 3 hours later, David calls Victoria. Emma knows it worked because Victoria posts an Instagram story 20 minutes later. Some people are so jealous of happiness, they'll make up lies. Pathetic. But David isn't stupid. He starts paying attention, checking credit card statements, asking questions, and Victoria, who's gotten too comfortable, starts making mistakes. David talks to a divorce lawyer, and because David is a lawyer himself, he knows exactly how to protect his assets. He starts moving money, quietly, legally. By the time Victoria realizes what's happening, it's too late. While Victoria's marriage is crumbling, Emma opens a second front. Victoria's job. Emma discovers Victoria has been billing her company for hours she never worked. Fake travel expenses, meals she never ate. Not a lot. Maybe $10,000. But enough. Emma sends an anonymous tip to Victoria's company compliance department. Just copies of expense reports and Victoria's Instagram posts showing she was on vacation when she claimed to be at client meetings. The company launches an investigation, and because Victoria got sloppy, the evidence is everywhere. Within a month, Victoria's perfect life is collapsing. David files for divorce. Victoria's affair is documented in a 100-page filing that becomes public record. All her rich friends see it. All her Instagram followers see it. Her company fires her. They demand she repay the fraudulent expenses and threaten criminal charges. Suddenly, Victoria needs money desperately. She tries to sell the Range Rover. It's leased, can't sell it. She tries to refinance the house. David is blocking the sale until the divorce is finalized. She tries to access the inheritance money. She already spent most of it, and what's left is tied up in divorce proceedings. Within 8 weeks, Victoria goes from posting champagne selfies to desperately asking friends for loans. She never once considers Emma, because in Victoria's mind, Emma is weak, powerless, irrelevant. 6 months after the will reading, the divorce is finalized. David keeps most of his assets. Victoria gets the house, but she has to buy out David's half, which means taking on massive debt. She also has to repay the company. Victoria is now a homeowner of a house she can't afford, with no job, no husband, and a reputation in ruins. She tries to sell the house immediately, but the mortgage payments are killing her. Meanwhile, Emma has been saving every dollar, working extra shifts, cutting every expense, and she's been watching the house listings, waiting. When Victoria finally drops the price low enough, Emma makes an offer through a shell LLC, so Victoria doesn't know who the buyer is. The offer is exactly enough to cover Victoria's debts, not a dollar more. Victoria has no choice. She accepts. The day of the closing, Emma shows up in person. Victoria is signing the papers when she looks up and sees her sister standing in the doorway. "What are you doing here?" Emma smiles. "I'm the buyer." Victoria's face goes white. "What?" "I'm buying the house, Mom's house, the one you stole from me." Victoria's hands start shaking. "You can't afford this." "I can, barely, but I can. And you need the money, don't you? Because your company wants $50,000. And David took everything else. And Kyle stopped answering your calls the second your credit card got declined. So yeah, Victoria, I can afford it. And you can't afford not to sell." Victoria tries to speak, but nothing comes out. Emma leans forward. "You asked me to prove you manipulated Mom. I couldn't, but I didn't need to. Because karma doesn't need a courtroom, Victoria. It just needs time." Victoria signs the papers. She has no choice. The house, the one she manipulated her dying mother into leaving her, now belongs to Emma. But Emma doesn't move in. She can't afford to yet. Instead, she rents it out, uses the rental income to pay down the mortgage. Slowly, carefully. As for Victoria, last Emma heard, she moved into a basement apartment. Victoria's Instagram is private now. No more brunch photos, no more champagne selfies, just silence. 3 years later, Emma posts the whole story on Reddit. Not for revenge, just to get it off her chest. The post goes viral, 20,000 upvotes, 5,000 comments. Most people celebrate her. "You're a hero. This is justice. Your sister got exactly what she deserved." But some people ask the hard questions. Did you ruin her life on purpose? Did you send those anonymous tips? Did you destroy her marriage? Emma never confirms or denies. She just says this: "I didn't destroy Victoria's life. I just stopped protecting her from the consequences of her own choices. She built a life on lies, theft, and arrogance. I just made sure the foundation cracked. And here's the thing that makes this story so uncomfortable. Emma swears she didn't do anything illegal. The anonymous email to David, just sharing information. The tip to Victoria's company, just reporting fraud. The house purchase, just a legal transaction. She didn't lie. She didn't cheat. She didn't steal. She just stopped letting Victoria get away with it. But is that justice? Or is that revenge? Because Emma didn't just want the house back. She wanted Victoria to lose everything. And she got it. 2 years after buying the house, Emma is scrolling through Facebook and sees a post from Victoria. It's a photo of her holding a baby. The caption says, "New beginnings." Emma stares at the photo for a long time. She feels nothing. Not anger. Not satisfaction. Not even pity. She closes the app and goes back to her life. The house is almost paid off. Her daughter just started college. Everything is stable. And Victoria is starting over from scratch with a kid and no resources, just like Emma did 10 years ago. The difference? Emma did it while grieving her mother and being robbed of her inheritance. Victoria did it because she got caught. The last thing Emma posted on Reddit was simple. Someone asked me if I feel guilty. Honestly, no. Victoria had every advantage in the world: money, connections, a lawyer husband. She could have lived a good life without stealing from me, but she chose to take everything anyway, not because she needed it, because she wanted it, because she could. I didn't ruin her life. She ruined it herself. I just made sure she couldn't rebuild it on my back. And that's where the story ends. Emma still has the house. Victoria still has nothing. And somewhere in the middle of all this, justice happened. Whether it was the right kind of justice, that's for you to decide.